Hey everybody, hope you are getting settled in to your new studios. It's been a crazy past couple of weeks, and I understand everybody's adjusting to their new places, and some of you guys didn't get to get your paint out of the studios in time before they were all closed. So in that case, we'll look at some different materials that can be used. I've relocated to my family's farm in rural North Dakota. There's nobody around here at all. It's pretty quiet, but it's allowed me to keep working. And basically today I just wanted to give you a breakdown of what the assignment is, and if you have any questions you can email me about those. I also got this little watercolor set. And so like I was saying, anybody who wants to switch over to watercolor, because obviously some people didn't get their stuff out. And I've just been making these little watercolor drawings, this sort of stuff. This can be a fun one. Just draw something in your house and fill it in with watercolor. I've got one of these fountain pens. You can get these on Amazon. It's called a Jinhao fountain pen. They're refillable. They're pretty good pens. And then this is a koi watercolor set that I got from Michael's. And it comes with this little brush. And you actually just fill this part of the brush up with water. And then you can just use this as a little watercolor set. It looks really small. Open up. Can't get it open. It looks pretty small, but it actually works pretty well. So you can mix up here with your colors. Let's say you have a brown and you want to make it more yellow. You can just grab more yellow and make it more of a yellow brown. If you want to clean your brush a little bit, it comes with this little sponge. So you can get off like the majority of a color so you don't muck up all your colors. But that's a really simple way to start working with a new medium if oil painting is not possible where you're at. So yeah, this is my little setup. And I wanted to go through the assignment. I should have it open here. So in this project, you're going to be looking at the work of two established artists. And, you know, before we got to go to the library and pick books out from the library. But just try to find people who are kind of well established, because then you can learn more about their work. You can research more about their techniques and all that sort of stuff. It's kind of like the forgery project. I want you to look at the materials that they use and the techniques that they use as well. So you can use those same things that you learned in the forgery project and apply it to this one. Basically, I want you to have some sort of reference for mark making that you can apply in your own painting. So a lot of times when people are starting off painting, they get caught up in their old ways of making, right? And they go back to their old marks. And one way to learn, you know, new techniques is obviously looking at people who are really good at those techniques and trying to emulate them. So for this project, you're going to be looking at multiple artists' techniques and putting them into one specific painting. After you chose your artists, I want you to ask these 3 questions and then just email me the answers to these 3 questions. How are the marks made? What's happening with color? And how is the composition constructed? Okay, so I have those 2 examples on the post on my website that I made as well. I'll put that link down in the description for you, and you can go there to see how I'm comparing Basquiat and Carvaggio's techniques. So you can mix up the techniques of 2 different artists, or you can use 2 similar artists. That's another thing that I was saying. So let's say Basquiat and Caravaggio, obviously they're very, very different. But for instance, Karl Rothman and Caspar David Friedrich, these 2 artists are, you know, working with very similar techniques. So you can look at two artists that are part of a broader movement, right? And you can combine those techniques and look at what's the difference between Rotman and Friedrich. Not much, really. But you can still analyze both of their mark making, their color, and their composition, and try to make your own work, your own landscape in this regard. The other thing is the content is up to you. So, in terms of imagery, it's wide open. I sent out that other post about painting from home, where I had some different artists who are well known for like making paintings of interiors and domestic life and these sort of things. And during this time when we're all staying home, looking at interiors would be a good launching point for this project. A simple figure in an interior painting, or even a still life, or a corner of your room. Again, it's wide open in terms of what medium you want to use, because so many people got locked out. So switch to watercolor if you need to. Do whatever you need to do. So what you're going to email me, I want you to email me 2 images of 2 different artists' paintings. Okay, so 2 images total, 1 from each artist, and just send me each of those artists' paintings so I can get a look at, oh, you're doing Basquiat and Carvaggio, right? Answer the 3 questions: mark making, color, and composition. And then basically give me a basic proposal of what you're going to do for this project. For instance, I want to make a landscape painting like Friedrich and Rotman of rural Idaho, right? So you just give me a basic idea of what you're doing. And we only missed like 2 days of exercises because all of April is usually devoted solely to this project. So we can kind of get back on track, I think. And I am really sympathetic to everybody's situation. So if you have any questions or concerns, just reach out and email me, and I'll try to address those as soon as possible. So hope we can all get through this together. It'll pass, and we can get back to normal life and going out soon. So, yeah, if you have any questions, just email me. Bye.